Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaiden and I talk about trans related topics, mental health, and so much more. So let's get into it. This week I wanted to talk to you about my experiences that I've had through my top surgery journey. So first off, I want to let you know that I had top surgery on February 28th, 2018 in Mississauga with Dr. McEvenue, which he moved his practice in the US near Florida. So if you want to look him up, I will put his details down below. My experience through top surgery was very challenging, I guess you could say, at the beginning. So long story short, I booked an Airbnb, but they weren't really the best at communication. We got there about two days before surgery just to get in to like relax and get adjusted to our surroundings while I healed from surgery. We went up to Toronto. Everything was fine. I went with one of my friends from the past and my mom. We ended up going to an apartment building that I booked my Airbnb to. We were on, I think, the 20th floor. I'm not sure. It was very high up. And we had to wait there maybe around an hour and a half to get the keys. I got a message through the booking website saying that the keys would be at the door ready for me to book in and everything would be fine, but that wasn't the case. I had to call them nonstop. I think I called them about 5 times because no one was answering, and it was just a shit show. Let's say. Eventually someone came over, gave me the key, but they didn't tell me where to go to drop it off whenever I'm done. So we ended up going into the apartment. The apartment was a shit show. It wasn't clean. There was crumbs everywhere. It was still dirty from, I guess, the previous people. So my mom, being a janitor, she was like trying to figure out ways to clean up and just figure something out. But I came to the realization that this place wasn't a proper place for someone to heal after surgery. So I called up the people. They didn't answer, of course. We ended up getting out of there. They did charge me for the total of the stay I was there, maybe a little bit extra, which honestly, looking back, it felt like a scam. We ended up leaving that building, driving around, trying to call hotels, seeing how much they would charge and if there was any openings. And then I got the realization that there was a hotel right connected to the clinic, which was perfect. We got there, checked in. It was beautiful. There was like a fitness gym, there was a pool. It was just beautiful. So long story short, we settled in. We went to the pool, just like relaxed for the night before surgery. I remember my friend, she just like was asking me so many questions on like, is this what I wanted? Just like concerning questions about surgery and if this is what I really wanted to do. I woke up at 5 a.m. I believe, got ready, went to the clinic around 7 o'clock, got all my like markings done, everything was done there, and then all I remember was I was getting my vitals. The doctor was telling me what was going on, what was gonna happen in the surgery process, and then they made me change into robes and then guided me to the surgical table, which I was like, okay, cool, this is where I'm gonna have surgery. So I ended up going on the table, lying down, and then they were trying to put me out, but I guess I was just too stressed and overwhelmed that all I remember was them trying to strap me to the bed, which I should have told them straight out. I had anxiety, and that I don't do good with being strapped on a bed and them trying to like put me under. But so yeah, I remember them strapping me to the bed, and then someone saying that my heart rate was going up because I was just nervous and like anxious. And then I guess they gave me more stuff to put me under, and then I just tried to relax, counted down from 10, and I think I got to like 8, 7, and I was out. After that, I remember the nurse telling me like, hey Kane, it's time to wake up, like your mom's on the way. But honestly, I really did not want to wake up. I was so out of it. I was just zoning back out. I'm like, nah. But the whole thing, it was about 2 hours for surgery, 2 or 3 hours surgery, more to 2, and it just felt like a blink of an eye, like a few seconds later. So yeah, whenever my friend and mom came down, they got me up walking, which I'm very surprised they actually did, because I did not want to leave. I did not want to move. They gave me a juice and crackers, and then they wheeled me back to my room. So it was just an easy in and out procedure. The next day, they took off my bandages, they checked everything. They were really like surprised and just overall like happy with my results. A few days later, we ended up staying at the hospital. Maybe a day or two later, my credit card was maxed out because the previous apartment, the Airbnb, took off the amount of money that was being charged to my credit card. So we couldn't stay at the hotel anymore. We ended up going back home, which was 5 hours away, and then I got my family doctor to take off the bandages, take pictures and everything a week later. So that was pretty much my my journey, or my story of top surgery. There wasn't any complications even a few weeks after surgery, which I'm very grateful and pleased about. My thoughts before surgery, I was so happy, I was excited. I was like, this is what is gonna make me free, like weights lifting off my shoulders in a way. Then the thoughts after surgery, I just remember being free, being like, oh my god, this actually happened. I remember right after surgery, we got back into the hotel room, and I just like told my mom, like, give me my phone, I'm taking a picture. So I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, my chest is so flat. I was like almost into tears. I'm like, wow. But yeah, so I'm very happy with my results. I went back to get a revision on my sides of my chest because there was a lot of fat buildup, and then that was like a year post-op. So I went back to get that done, and then the results after that was like very, very good. Overall, I'm pleased with everything. If you have any comments, questions, want to ask me anything, drop it down below. Like the video, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next week. All right, YouTube, take care.